Well, hundreds of officers, friends, and loved ones attended the memorial procession today for Officer Austin Machitar, the San Diego police officer killed in a fiery car accident last month. His partner, Officer Zachary Martinez, is still in recovery, and now the community is coming together to make sure their families continue to get the support they need. We're now joined by CEO of Blue Lapis Media, Brett Davis, for all the details on an upcoming benefit you're helping to host.
Tasha, very nice to be here.
So nice to have you. And first off, let's just kind of talk about what's happening, the date and the time, and then we could talk about all this outpouring of support that just keeps coming in for you guys.
Well, I think what's going on is fantastic because for the last few years, our law enforcement, for some reason, has gotten bad press. And it never should have ever happened because we all know in the community that our law enforcement is the bedrock, and they have done everything to take care of us, and now it's time for us to step up and help them.
Absolutely. So you're hosting this event along with a couple other agencies and a restaurant, I believe. So tell us about it.
So I have to say I give a lot of credit to the Coronado the POA because they stepped up right away and they are very involved with this. And then they got a hold of the San Diego Police Department to let them know what was going on. And then graciously, Bona Pachetta, the Garage in Coronado, which is a lovely restaurant. I don't know if you had a chance to be there, but the food is off the charts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very good.
And so they're very involved with this, and our goal is to sell 100 tickets and raise at least $10,000 that night.
Okay, so we've got it coming up on Tuesday, September 24th. You said 6 to 9 p.m. It's going to be held at the restaurant there.
Absolutely.
What can people expect if they're coming? You got the tickets to sell, but there's also more things to buy once you're there.
There is, but the food is great because for $55 you get a buffet, which is going to be the best that he's going to bring out tonight. Marco over there is a wonderful person in the community. He does so much for people. But we're also getting a lot of very interesting things that were donated. As I was coming into KUSI, for example, Steve Garvey contacted me to let us know that he's donating 2 baseballs to be auctioned off to help with the officers, of course, with raising funds that night. And Amazing. Then also a gentleman who had the mortgage company who had him right before I did, he's going to give his yacht for 3 hours, and graciously somebody will buy that and the money will go to the officers and their families.
Directly back to the officers, and we obviously want to mention San Diego Police Department is working with you guys. They're happy that you guys are hosting this event because a lot of times after tragedies happen, fundraisers and things kind of sporadically pop up. But they are fully on board with you all doing this, and it's certainly a great show of support that really just continues to pour out from the community. San
Diego Police Department is wonderful. I look forward to meeting the new chief one of these times. Everything he does is great, but the POA of Coronado has just been outstanding.
Absolutely. How did the idea for this kind of come about? Obviously, this happened a couple weeks ago. As I mentioned, the kind of events and things to really show support for them have just really poured out. So what kind of inspired you to get this going? 2
things. The night that the incident happened, I heard all the police cars on the freeway with my daughter, and it sounded like something I've never heard. It was just, you could tell that it was whatever was going on was really bad. And then the next morning we heard what had happened. And I felt like it was a family member because I have so many friends and family members that are in law enforcement and then I thought, can you imagine if that was me and something happened to me, how would my wife and my kids feel?
Yeah.
That kept going through my mind, and I thought I need to try to do something to help out. And reaching out to the POA, they felt the same way, and I mean, there's just so much love for our police officers in San Diego.
It's amazing to see that from other departments because it is just one big kind of brotherhood and of camaraderie between all the departments. And then thank you to you for just stepping up and feeling like you should do something as well and sharing about it with all of us.
Thank you to you for what you do and KUSI because you guys are great community news.
And before we let you go, let people know where they can find more information.
So they can go to Eventbrite, and it'll be on Eventbrite. It's very easy to find.
Wonderful. Okay, and that's happening Tuesday, 6 p.m. Thank you so much for being here, Brett.
Thank you.
All right, have a good rest of your evening.
You too.